Okay then, good morning.
Morning. Sorry, the GoPro's just fallen down off the back of the van. So we're on week 4 of the van build, so we're going to update you. Nothing feels too much different for all the hours that we've spent out here. It's a little bit, I don't know, I feel a little bit kind of deflated at the moment. But today, things are definitely going to change. Today, or this weekend, we are focusing on
The floor.
Yep, the skanky old grotty floor is coming out. We're going to put down battens, we're going to insulate, and we're going to put in a nice new clean floor. Or that's the plan anyway.
It's the plan. I'm also going to seal those nasty, great big holes in the floor that we use for the tyre machine. Looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, that'll make a difference without having two rather large holes in the floor already. So that'll make it more less windy. So follow us this weekend as we do our trials and tribulations of fitting a camper van floor.
I think that might be another screw hole there. No. Oh yeah, we can cut through the top with the oscillating tool. No, it's fine. Right, look at that.
Alright, should we just get rid of this lot then?
It's time to get the solar panels mounted. This time around, I'm not going to use Sikaflex glue or rivets or anything like that. It's going to be some M8 bolts going through the bottom of the pre-hole drills in the solar panel, along with a unistrut roof rack. I have an interesting collection of M8 bolts, so I need to make these holes a little bit bigger, so that's where we're going to start. And just like that, it's tomorrow. The solar panel brackets took a little bit of figuring out. By the time I got to the solution, it was already a bit too dark to film, but I went ahead and installed them anyway using torchlight. And this morning, they're looking really good. One of the jobs for today is cutting out another hole for the second vent, which I've already marked out and taped. There it is. So I'm going to be drilling and jigsawing that out, and I might even get to use the power file to tidy up the edges. Now, the hole last time I measured at 400 by 400, but this time I'm going to make it 390 by 390 because it seems it's going to work out better that way, and that's what I'm going to do. that's that. One last thing to do with this roof vent. You've seen me do my thing on the roof. Now let's have a look at Kaz doing the hard work of all the floor prep. It took her hours and hours over a couple of days to get the floor in such a good state. It's looking really good now. Here we are at the end of the working on the van weekend. We didn't get quite as far as we thought we would get, but we feel we've made some real good progress.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's still a couple of hours of daylight left, but the sky is beginning to look rather black and menacing. So we've decided that's it.
Yeah, our workshop looks like this, and the sky currently looks like this.
So what have we accomplished?
Oh, I filled 75 holes, and guess what?
There were 76.
Yes! So after this video, I'm going to have to quickly go and
Get out the fiberglass kit again.
Another one?
Yeah. Just one.
I'm high on the
Just
fumes of fiberglass.
Body filler, Sikaflex.
Oh, I've had it all today.
Yeah.
Did my first fiberglassing. I did my first body filling. It seems a bit strange to me. So we had one particularly large hole in the van, and to get rid of that hole, we had to create another 6. But obviously we've body filled the hole. We've put a Sikaflex down, and then we've put a metal plate over the top. We've riveted it, and then we've Sikaflex around that.
And we put that aluminium mesh at the bottom of the hole as well.
Yeah.
This is, I think I spoke earlier about a boilerplate repair, and that's it achieved.
And this is what it looks like. So the floor is now ready once everything's cured for battens and then
battening, insulation, taping up, and then we're going to put a floor that's not manky in here.
And I think it's slightly less weight as well.
It's slightly thinner, but
it's definitely durable.
Definitely durable, and we'll have enough support to look after that.
Yeah.
I've been up and down those ladders hundreds of times. My feet feel rotten.
They don't look much better either.
I don't mean they stink. I mean they just feel used.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I was doing the work on the roof, putting the first roof light in, after that weekend, the balls, like the arches of my feet hurt because that's where I'd been standing and the rung had been digging into the bottom of my shoe and then into the bottom of my foot.
My balls are fine.
Moving swiftly on.
So, what have we done? Okay, you've done the floor.
Yeah.
I've been on the roof. Adjusted the Unistrut roof rack to accommodate 2 220-watt Craigsolar solar panels. Now, I went for the Craigsolar ones because we wanted the ones with the black edging and not the silver.
It's about being black and white.
Yep, and we've had the Craigsolar before, no complaints.
So we've now got 2 nice solar panels on the roof.
Yep.
And the second air vent light thing.
We put the second vent in.
The Max Air fan, not at Max Air fan.
The Max fake fan.
Yeah.
So that's in. I've put in the solar extension cable. That's all wired in apart from the final click. I don't want to make the circuit complete until I've got something to plug the ends of the wires into. So there's a plastic bag tied around those two connectors. So we've got the cable entry gland, a nice slimline one. The 5G antenna is up on the roof as well.
In black.
In black?
With black sticker flecks.
No.
Oh.
Black antenna, white sticker flecks.
No!
Yeah, I told you I was going to do that. Because the rest of the sticker flecks on the roof is...
white.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
It's done now.
Yeah. The roof looks white. It blends in with the roof.
Okay. Oh, we put on wind deflectors as well?
Wind deflectors, yes. That was an easy job. That's where we started this morning to get into the swing of things.
I yesterday scrubbed this van from taking the floorboards up. I literally then I swept, vacuumed, and scrubbed. It took me 3 hours to clean the floor in total. I went to bed with what I can only describe it as growing pains all down both arms. I actually didn't sleep properly because these pains kept me awake. So, and I've got lots of dents and bruises in my thighs and bum and hips from the ridges on the floor as well. So, it was nice to start off with a nice, easy kind of
just get going. Force yourself into it.
Yeah. Now, we've been doing this now for 4 weeks.
Yep. So the fourth weekend.
Yep. Yeah. I think it's time to start considering calling the van something other than van. We'd like...
Bob.
No, it's not being called Bob. If we explain how we've named our other vans, and then if you can put in the comments what you think we should call this new van.
Yep.
So the first one we called was Herb, our motorhome. And we called him Herb. Look at the registration. Now we've got Roxy. And again, if you look at the registration, that's how we came to Roxy. Here's the registration of our new van. And don't forget, it's a Renault. So any ideas, any good suggestions as to what we should call this van? Comments below, and we'll let you know next week what we've decided on calling it.
Yep. So we made all the promises about getting the floor in. We didn't do it. We've got every intention of doing it next weekend. Yep. So if you want to follow our story, please remember to subscribe and turn on notifications, and then you'll know when a new video is coming out in our van build series. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Thank you. Bye. Bye.